Hey everybody, peace. Let's get into it, man. We know what's going on this week. We got a big dog fight for the next two games. These are our divisional rivals. Chicago Bears first is the Minnesota Vikings on the road, and then we stay on the road and go to Chicago. So we get into it with the Vikings. We already know what they go come at us with, man. The only thing that changed about this team is that they got Dalvin Cook still playing, and they got a different quarterback from last year. So a lot of people don't have faith in Kirk Cousins. I'm not the biggest Kirk Cousins raver either, but he's playing good for the most part, despite them losing to the Saints this Sunday. The Vikings are going to be a tough dog fight to have to deal with. They got it on both sides of the ball. They got top good receivers, good running backs, good old line, good defense, man. So Lions, we don't know. I mean, we know if they lose these next two games, more likely they're out of the playoff hunt possibly. But like I said, they got a shot. I believe they can actually win these games, but it's up to the Lions to actually want to win. This is somewhat of a rebuilding season at the same time. They're building for next year. Next year, I expect them to be a real contender. As we know, Golden Tate is no longer with us. He's with the Eagles now for a third round pick in exchange. We know we got Snatch Harrison last week for a fifth round pick in exchange. So, look, it's like this. Uh, the game plan is still the same. You must balance the offense at some kind of way, man. You got to get Kenny Galladay involved in the game a little more. He's been somewhat silent the last couple of games, so you got to find a way to get him involved in the passing attack. We have to fill in the void left by Golden Tate with T.J. Jones and Brandon Powell. They just brought in a linebacker, I guess, for now to replace Christian Jones, who got himself hurt in the last game. They brought in Kelvin Shepard. Y'all might know him. He was recent with the Giants, by the way. So another Giants player comes to the roster. But he was drafted by, I think, one of these teams in the third round. I forget which one it was. But yeah, he was drafted. Yeah, the Bills. He was drafted by the Bills. Played for the Miami Dolphins and somebody else. And then he came to the Giants. Now they're 30 years old. It's not a bit necessary, crazy move to be excited about. But, you know, he's just here to put that behind where Christian Jones left off. We don't know how long he's gonna be out, so he's gonna be taking his place. 30 years old. Hey, it is what it is. Lions like this, man. Lions go. They have to bounce the offense. They cannot come out there doing what they did in Ford Field this past Sunday. They cannot go out there uh, being too hasty. They're going to waste. They can't give up on the run. They have to go back to doing what they were doing against Miami and even at times against Green Bay, man. They have to balance when they use the run, not just run the ball. They have to know when they feel it's necessary to run the ball. You cannot get discouraged when you give Kerryon the ball. He gets pushed behind the line of scrimmage. That's not to reason to leave him back with 7, 8 carries again. You have to see how you can get him a different way to run the ball. Maybe second and short, maybe mess it up. Do not go back to reverting what you were doing last year. That's why I feel like every time the Lions do come out and try to throw too much, it puts us in a situation where we have to come from behind. We balance the offense. It seems like we take control of the game from the very get-go. And if we continue to balance through the second half, we dominate the game offensively and we win. That's what the Lions have to do. The design is to keep the other team's offense on the bench. Why do the Lions keep stressing away from it? It's beyond me. You have to get Kenny Galladay involved in the game. Definitely, yes. Like I said, man, we in the dog fight. These divisional games, these are it, man. These are the games that we got to really take control of now. No more uh, feeling sorry for yourself. No more looking back. These are the two games, man. You got to make these games count. The Lions got to go in there if they want to make a playoff push. These are the two games you got to start with, man. Um, you know, I have faith in this team to be able to win, but they have to play smarter, man. The Lions have the talent offensively to be able to compete, but they have to be smart. They have to be balanced. You cannot come out here and get conservative with the pass and be conservative with the run. You have to balance it. You have to miss it out. Timing's got to be perfect. Why the Patriots are always in competition for a Super Bowl? Because their timing is always perfect. Nothing else. Even if they're the lesser talented team for some reason, their timing is always still there. and that's why they find ways to win, man. It's because they're timing. They know when to do when the time comes, and the Lions have to do the same thing. They have to implement that same system. Um, got young players on defense, young players on offense, man. It's time to put them in the right position and win. That's about, my mindset is with the game. We don't know who's going to be out. I could care less about Ziggy right now. So I don't know who they got injured on their team. I ain't really pay too much injury reports because to me it don't matter. I mean, even if they do lose a couple players, it's still gonna be a dogfight. So that's what it is with divisions, divisional games. So y'all leave in the comment section, man. How y'all feel? What y'all think we need to do? How you think the outcome of the game gonna be? Um, do you think the Lions out of it? Do you think Matt Patricia will do what it takes to call a game if we do lose these next two games and if our season already is written to be over? Do y'all think they should just go ahead and finally go ahead and fire Jim Bob Cooter then and start working on learning a new offensive system that they are building for next year? So, you know what I'm saying? After these two games are over, we lose these next two games, y'all think they should go ahead and fire Cooter or whatever and then tank the season just to learn a new offense? And then that way we can prep for next year or what? Leave in the comment section too as well. That's just my little backhand thing I was thinking about. Leave it in there, man. Shout out to everybody in DV. Let's go in there, try to get this win. Season is still alive. Season's not dead yet. Let's go out there and have a dog fight. Bounce the offense, Cooter. Defense, call right plays. Give snaps a little bit more opportunity. And maybe hopefully everything go okay. Darius Slay step it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? It's now you're going against big name receivers now. As everybody's saying that. This time you're going against either Adam Thielen or Stephon Diggs. Which one? Pick your taste, man. You got to play up now. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get yourself into gear now. Can't have you messing us up. Time to get it going. So everybody leave in the comment section, man. It's your boy No, man. Take it easy, peeps. Later.